on now, I heard you laughing. What's so funny?
For starters, Gina's a lesbian.
What's funny about that?
You aren't surprised?
Of course not. I mean, I've never known any personally, but isn't Danny Thomas one?
So am I. I can't believe you lied to me.
Well, now, don't be too hard on her, Rose. Although she may have been doing it for the wrong reason, at least the decision was right, because Baby is better off here. But why are y'all looking at me like I'm a murderer? I tell you, this pig is dying because he's old and sick. Now, I refuse to...
Hey, what's this? I thought I canceled the flowers. I mean, it looks nice.
Sophia, you've got to stop this. Now, you're hurting Dorothy. Don't you love her?
Of course I love her.
Well, then why are you doing this?
Because
Olga Nielsen is a terrific bowler. They could beat us.
There is no us, Rose. I am not bowling with you.
Oh, Dorothy, I don't ask many favors of you, but I'm asking one now. I'm begging, please, as a friend, be my partner. Blanche
This is your fault. You never take my feelings into consideration. You can't act like this anymore. I can't take it. I won't take it.
Dorothy, wait.
fine. You don't want to take it anymore? You don't have to take it. See how well you do without me.
I figured since it was my birthday, you wouldn't be upset when you hear what I've got to tell you. I've decided to sell the house and leave St. Olaf, Charlie. The winters are rough here in Minnesota. And
For you to come out of your room, I didn't say it was all right for you to talk to me.
You know, I'm kind of an expert in basketball. I mean, it's one of the interesting things about me.
Please, you've lived here for 2 months. There's nothing interesting about you.
No, I mean it. Ask me anything.
All right? When the hell are you moving out?
You kill me.
The three of us were getting ready to go away on that Valentine's Day cruise with our Stennies.
oh, I remember that. And we were picking up some last-minute odds and ends at the drugstore.
Okay, we have a suntan lotion, chapstick, and half a dozen cheap, tawdry romance novels.
Well, then we're all set. We have everything we need for the...
Dorothy, I don't know what to say.
I understand, Blanche.
Oh, no, you don't. See, I used to think I was a miracle worker, that nobody could do what I do at the museum. And then you came along and learned my job in less than a week, and I realized any idiot can do it.
Bud?
Yes.
You probably don't remember me, but you told me I wasn't sick. Do you remember? You told me I was just getting old.
I'm sorry, I really don't.
Remember, maybe you're getting old. That's a little... The computer made a mistake. Ma, that money doesn't belong to you. Now, how much are we talking about?
Enough to have you rubbed out if you rat on me. So far, 170 grand, but I haven't checked today's mail.
It was awfully sweet of you to go at stake. To find that jacket and get that ticket, we will lie, cheat, threaten, and steal if we have to.
Oh, hello.
Anybody got a backup plan?
I'm sorry, I didn't know anyone was out here. I was just locking up.
Father, we desperately need your help.
Well, frankly, I'm not sure we have enough empty beds, but you're welcome to stay.
For the showers. You wash and I'll dry.
Well, that might be a problem. See, Blanche, there's something I gotta tell you. But first, I want you to know you've changed my life, and no matter where I am, I'll never forget you.
Why does this sound like a goodbye speech?
Well, I'm leaving for Japan. A team there made me an offer.
Made you an offer?
Part of the Shady Pines fire.
What? That's ridiculous. What did you do?
She claimed that on the night of the fire, the two of you were in your room cooking s'mores.
Nonsense. I don't even know what s'mores are.
You remember, Sophia? They're those little toasted graham cracker and chocolate sandwiches.
With marshmallow. Don't forget the marshmallow.
Dyed her hair and ran off to Paris with an artist 10 years her junior. I just got a postcard last week.
Yeah, and now she's miserable and bony and sick of eating snails, right?
No, they bought a beautiful home in Cannes.
Rose!
Granted, not a great example.
Thank you for proving my case. Familiar with the big gun.
goes. Embrace me, my sweet embraceable you. Embrace me, you.
I think you better take a sedative before you look.
Don't be silly. I look at my face all the time. How different could it be leaning over? Oh, my God! Oh, my God, Dorothy, why didn't you tell me about this before?
Only on your back, Blanche. That way everything...
I'm only doing this because I have some more coffee left to drink. Small curd cottage cheese, please?
It's our town's biggest honor. Right after
Large curd cottage
The point I'm trying to make is kids should enjoy being kids. They should be looking forward to their future. Especially after they sawed a hole and went salmon fishing in the middle of the local ice skating rink. And then there was the Halloween they gave all the kids whale blubber. And then there was the time they borrowed every ice tray in town to build an addition over their garage.
Minutes by herself out in the car. We're really gonna have to be there for Ma.
Oh, Dorothy, Sophia's like my own mother. Until she feels better, I'm not going to think about anything else. My car! It's ruined!
It's just a little scratch. I can live with it.
What did you...
European girls don't shave under their arms.
Is that true?
They just let it all hang out.
Really?
Bushy as can be.
Well, what do they look like in a strapless dress?
Like Milton Berle over there. Oh, there's nothing wrong with it. I mean, it's perfect.
I'm going to call him up. And tomorrow night, I'm going out with that man again, and I don't care what amount of seducing it takes. But as God is my witness, I am not returning to this house until he has begged, beseeched, and pleaded with me to go to bed with him. You know, that was the original...
Out for 2 weeks. I mean, that's like Raymond Burr saying no gravy.
What do you think's the matter with her?
Maybe when she had that out-of-body experience, she didn't get back in all the way.
Dorothy, Sophia, I told the news director I was interested in the reporter's position, and guess what he did?
A Danny Thomas spit take?
No, he's giving me an actual news story to cover as an audition.
I say is the truth.
This afternoon, I saw Blanche's boyfriend, Gary Tucker, kissing my sister, Holly.
Oh, please, you're such a liar.
I swear on my mother's grave.
Okay, I believe you.
What should I do, Sophia?
Well, this is a very complex and perplexing question. Thanks for the Medicare. For Blue Cross and Blue Shield. For a hip that finally healed. Remember, on prescriptions, generic is a...
Or was it on payday? Anyway, I remember a butcher block table was involved.
Blanche.
Oh, anybody ready for dessert?
I am, Grandma.
Oh, good. I'll slice into that Rice Krispie log.
Just coffee.
Well, that sure convinced me. Let's get some shut-eye. It's almost fight time.
Oh, Ma.
Dorothy, I'm not asking the kid to win. All he has to do is step in the ring and we make our money.
Sophia, if he steps in the ring, he might hurt his hands.
Unless it turns out that he's so bad that he gets knocked out before he can even throw. Take me, Bill.
I'm afraid I popped your bosom.
Don't you worry about it.
Supplemental health care for seniors. Some companies are preying on fear and then using loopholes to avoid paying claims. For someone on fixed income, it's a matter of life and death.
Now tell me more. I mean, does it pay $300?
Well, I suppose that'd be okay, but I can't believe with some.
Never said before.
Dorothy, this isn't on Golden Pond.
I know, Mom.
And you're not Jane Fonda.
All right. You made your point.
Quality time has to come naturally. It happens when you're not thinking about it. Like when we're cutting vegetables together, that's quality time.
I was hoping for something a little more magical than that.
Let me tell you.
It's better with men.
Oh, come on, that's false security.
No, it's not. I was safer with Charles. I was never once robbed or murdered when I was with Charles.
Look, you could just as easily have been murdered living with Charles.
I'm surprised she wasn't.
The best table in the house.
You're pulling my leg.
No, but I'd like to.
Stop being naughty.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean that.
Neither did I. Be naughty again.
Blanche, you are one hell of a woman.
I know. Go on.
Well, I've been just about everywhere there is, but in all my years in the Navy, I've never met anybody like you.
Yeah, well, in all my him to you, he's yours.
Oh, thank you, Mrs. Devereaux. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
You're welcome.
Hi, Mrs. Nyland.
Hi, Daisy. Bye, Daisy. That was Daisy, wasn't it?
Yes. She's been helping out the entire time you've been gone. It's just so inspiring the way those Sunshine Cadets volunteer for community. Rose, have you been forgetting to wash the fruit before you eat it?
I'm serious. Bob Hope is my father. Well, sort of. I mean, he could be, maybe.
Rose, what the hell are you talking about?
There's some. It was small consolation to find out years later there had been churn tampering involved.
Blanche. Rose, Blanche and I are going to the other end of the cell. Don't cross this line.
To save her life. Besides, the hospital said the operation would take 5 hours, and that restaurant just would not hold our reservations past 8:30.
Blanche! Dorothy, I wasn't expecting you home till later.
I got off work early, and Blanche's plans.
Easy, not healed, not healed, not healed.
Sophia, where have you been?
What are you doing on this elevator?
I'm into easy listening. How the hell should I know?
What difference does it make? We found you.
Oh, what a day this has been. I found my father. You found your mother.
They're yours. You want them fair and square.
Oh, come on. What are you talking about? You and Rose won that tournament.
Please, you blew it on purpose. The 9-pin for the spare is your best shot. You could make that shot all day long. Here, enjoy them. Okay.
Oh, I'm going to miss you very much.
Oh, I'm gonna miss you too, Mom.
Are you sure you won't let me drive you to the airport?
No, I'll be fine.
Dorothy, Sophia, thank you for having me.
Don't thank me. Thank my grandson.
Friday will be fine.
Thank you for your help.
You know, as long as you're here, have you given any thought to planning ahead for your own final farewell?
Well, not yet, but when I do, I intend to go out with a bang.
And she means that.
I guess I wasn't thinking.
That's your problem, Michael. You go through life not thinking. You go from town to town, job to job, obviously, relationship to relationship. Michael, you're 29 years old. When are you going to grow up and accept some responsibility?
Look, I'm sorry about what happened. And I'm sorry.
Girls, you are my very best friends in the entire world, and I trust and respect you more than any people I know. So I want you to tell me the truth. Now, honestly, do you think I'm competent at what I do?
Based on the sounds from your bedroom, I'd bet you're damn near spectacular.
Oh, it's the latest chess move from my old rival, Serafina Gambrazzi.
Ah, how long has this chess game by mail been going on? What, it must be 10 years now, huh?
And it's going to keep on going until I beat Serafina at something.
What are you talking about?
Picture it. Sicily, 1920. Serafina and I were...
Hello? Is this Miss Beatty? I beg your pardon? Well, do you have a brother, Al? I see. Well, I must have the wrong number. I'm sorry.
Wrong number.
Right number, wrong.
3 wise men in the nativity scene at Burdines were wearing Ralph Lauren ski parkas.
Catch me, catch me, catch me!
Let me take a wild guess. You didn't expect us home this early.
Dorothy Rose, I'd like you to meet.
Of any of this, I am out. I am selling my half of the building.
Fine, I'm glad. I'll tear the dump down and turn it into office space for Zbornak Incorporated.
Fine.
Fine. Just don't blame me that it means throwing your uncle out on the street.
Stan, that's blackmail.
But it's got a certain logic.
So, business partners?
I have no choice. It's your fault. You never take my feelings into consideration. You can't act like this anymore. I can't take it. I won't take it.
Dorothy. Dorothy, wait.
Fine. You don't want to take it anymore? You don't have to take it. See how well you do without me.
Run, get us a number. Go on.
Why, hello there, Blanche.
Well, Dorothy, Russell, hi. What are y'all doing here?
Russell and I just entered the dance marathon.
Really? So did I.
Yes. It's for charity.
Boy, was I embarrassed when I showed up for handball with Walter Cronkite. By the way, if you ever run into Walt, don't tell him he looks like Captain Kangaroo.
Miami's most glamorous anchor man is coming here. Oh, I'm gonna go freshen up. If his
Thank you. Bye. The doctor says it's the first time he's ever been called because a baby was sleeping in the day. And then I think he called me an idiot.
Go home with me. I mean, for dinner. Well, maybe next week, or my roommates would love to meet you.
Sure, what's a good night?
Bingo night. Any other time, I'd have to introduce you to my mother.
But I still don't understand. The table looked fine, right?
Nothing to it. I mean, it's not that bad.
Dorothy, have you had plastic surgery? I don't believe it.
What'd you have done?
My eyes. And I tell you, it was worth every penny.
Please, you spend $1,500, you go out on 2 dates a year.
Honey, Ma, I didn't do it for anybody else. I did it for me. I mean, most people didn't even know I'd had the surgery.
Hello. Sorry you didn't have an opportunity to experience our museum. I'd love for you to see my most prized acquisition, a magnificent pair of Gauguins.
What are you, a pervert? I was married for 45 years. I never even saw my husband's Gauguins.
Will you marry me for real?
For real?
For real.
Oh, yes, Lucas. Oh, yes. Oh, yes.
Oh, good, Rose, here you are. Honey, listen, I have been giving it some serious thought, and I have finally come up with a perfect solution for your very sensitive problem with Miles.
What?
Cheat on him.
I can't.
Rose, there's something you know that you're not telling me.
You can ask me all the questions you want. You'll never break me.
So you're not in love with this Eddie guy?
Oh, no, Ma.
Then why are you spending all your time with him?
Eddie's a love machine.
Why, Angela, you really don't have to go.
Thank you, Dorothy. I'd like to stay, but I hate your mother. Goodbye, ladies, and thank you for everything.
She's still here. So you can imagine how relieved Farmer Gunlinger was when he looked up and saw it wasn't his cow up in that tree. Marty, what's the matter?
The cow story. My wife's name was Elsie.
Knock it off, Rose.
It's just that I've always dreamed about learning to tap dance, and I guess I'd get too gung-ho about things. When I was a child, I used to get overexcited and pet the cat too hard.
I'm trying to save her from making the biggest mistake of her life.
You don't know that. Sophia, I know you're only trying to protect her, but let me tell you about a lesson that I learned when I was a little girl in St. Olaf. If you hold a bird gently, the bird will stay. But if you...
So you see, sweetheart, I was really doing it for your own good. Treating you like a dog was really doing you a favor. So what do you say we just forget all about it now, okay?
Mario's gonna have to go home.
Any questions?
Plenty. Can just anybody walk in off the street and make my daughter pregnant?
We screen the applicants very carefully. We know everything about them. We know their body type, their IQ, their eye color. Any more questions?
Yes, just one. What in hell are we doing here?
Who's for decaf?
Smooth.
Blanche, how could you do that? What did you mean when you told me that you could accept my being gay? Did you mean it was okay so long as I was celibate? It was okay so long as I don't fall in love? Doug is a part of the family now.
Poor hungry people in the neighborhood, and I've volunteered to go down and help serve. That'll do the trick for me.
Okay, then let's do it. Come on. Now, look. Remember, you only buy for the person whose name you pick. And it doesn't matter who picks you because it's bound to be a terrific gift. Go ahead, Blanche.
Oh, okay. Okay, I buy... Great. Pilgrims are going to be showing up to kiss Dorothy's luncheon meat.
Ma, I know it doesn't mean much to you, but I acted positively and things are improving in my life. I don't know, now I feel that I have the power to make anything happen.
Boy, is it beautiful out there today.
Thank you.
Naive to think you'd give an old woman one last chance to regain her daughter's respect. Now I guess I'll just stick my head in the oven and see
right,
what...
Ma. Maybe guilt will work. But, Ma, this is the last time.
Oh, thanks, Pussycat. You won't regret it. Now, would you mind taking him out for a walk tonight?
Honey, we just saw Stanley leaving. Are you all right?
Ma, you made that whole thing up. Now, what is your point?
That I made it up. It was a little lie that gave me a lot of pleasure. If Rose is happy and there was no harm done, let her have that.
You know something, Ma? I am so ashamed.
I'm sure you're just blowing this out of proportion. The Dorothy I raised is a good Catholic girl.
And what's worse, in the process, I have hurt a friend.
Hey, a true friend will forgive you anything and love you no matter what. Just as your mother loves you no matter what. Now tell me, Dorothy.
Self-portrait, so interesting.
You're here.
Yes.
Gee, out of 3 noses, why did you keep the biggest?
All the galleries make the same mistake. They've hung it upside down.
Oh, then those aren't noses.
Who was very insecure about the other kids liking her. Now, she would do anything to gain their approval. She would do their homework for them while her grades suffered. She would give them her lunch money in the misguided belief that she could buy their acceptance. Finally, lonely and desperate.
To your boss about your workload. Wallowing in self-pity is not going to help.
How are you feeling, Dorothy?
My life is falling apart and now Rose is bothering me.
Dorothy, I'm sorry I bothered you.
I'm sorry I snapped at you, Rose. It's just that I'm upset. Oh, Ma, what am I going to do?
We're going to use this for your own good. Once I've told Rose that I saw you kissing Miles, I will have satisfied all the terms of the curse of the Strega.
Ma, you cannot tell Rose. And I can't believe that you're still talking about that silly curse.
I've worked my butt
on the stage for 5 hours talking about God and eating graham crackers. They wore masks to cover their faces, but other than that, they were totally naked.
And you stayed through the whole evening?
Well, I would have left, but One of the actors looked so familiar to me. And you fall into the arms of your valiant Galahad?
My Galahad was a balloon salesman named Sid.
Hey, who knew that sawed-off little gnome would outbid a Navy admiral and a fire chief and that jeweler who was a dead ringer for Mr. Richard Widmark?
Blanche, that was a year ago.
Dorothy's born at?
Rose.
Well, this is it.
All right, darling, come on, I'll go with you.
Dorothy,
Ma, where have you been?
I always think it's nice when you're in a hospital to walk around and cheer people.
Oh, I bought those big illustrated storybooks all the time.
And I'll bet your kids loved them.
Nah, they had their own books.
Ma, you've been in there for 20 minutes. Now, what are you doing?
One with the Arctic beetle.
Think that one through.
Well, I've heard it's really expensive.
Not if you just do your head. What? I want to preserve my brain. Ice cream.
My gosh, you're right. That is the best thing I have ever tasted.
This is delicious. Now, come on, let's take your things inside.
You know, Dorothy, I just thought of something. Lorraine's family's going to be black, too, aren't they?
Yes, Rose. You know, you could probably make them feel welcome if you do your version of that dance that the Huxtables do, the beginning of the Cosby. Rose, you're home early.
Yeah. I called Charlie's company today, and it turns out they have a legal right to cut off the pension. Well, I don't make enough at the counseling center to live without that pension, so I figured I'd better get a new job.
I'm helping her, look. We're going through the classifieds and cutting out ads that might be of some interest to her.
Single white male.
Rose, if God had meant man to eat like that, he would have handed him his teeth in a baggie.
Well, excuse me for asking.
I'm sorry, I'm just irritable.
Oh, poor Sophia. Are you still upset because your friend Bernice moved back to Chicago?
No, Rose, I'm upset because I can't relate to 30-something.
Not Lebanese, Blanche. Lesbian.
Lesbian. Lesbian. Lesbian.
I'll be right back.
Listen, Sophia. What about men? Are there lots of men in heaven?
Oh, Blanche, come on.
Well, you asked her about God and Jesus.
Is there anything else we can get you, Sophia? A little tea, perhaps?
I'm not in England. I'm having a heart.
I'm not ready to go back to work yet.
Are you depressed about Glenn?
No, I'm depressed because Phyllis George left the Morning News. Of course I'm depressed about Glenn. I mean, for 3 weeks he made me the happiest woman in the world. Talk to me. What if nobody asked me to dance?
Now, Dorothy, think. If there's somebody out there who is willing to dance with a corpse, there's somebody willing to dance with you.
Blanche, wait. Listen, I think maybe this wasn't such a good idea.
Nonsense! I promise you're gonna have...
Ma, you're still here. I thought you were moving.
I will be, smarty pants. I found out about this agency that matches elderly people with roommates.
Hello? Hi, Miles. Oh, I'm sorry.
I don't understand. I just don't seem to be able to attract as many men as I used to. Maybe it's just the beginning of the end. Maybe Maybe I'll never have another date again as long as I live.
Don't be ridiculous. Not you, Blanche.
You're right. I am being ridiculous.
I didn't catch your name.
I'm Rose Nyland, your new roomie. Blanche has told me all about you. Sorry your husband dumped you. You can borrow my bubble bath anytime you want.
That'll help ease the lonely nights. Thank you.
Let's have a look at you.
No, this is the first time a female doctor's ever examined me. Feels kind of strange.
I hear that a lot. You know, the truth is, despite the progress that women have made...
The questions we've selected will test your general knowledge. It's not an easy exam. History tells us that only 10% of you will score high enough to be asked back.
Wow, 10%, only 1 out of 5.
All right.
And a striped tie. And he was all dressed when the paramedics got there.
Girls, come here a minute. Listen, it's going to be a while. There's lots of trees down and accidents because of the storm, so the paramedics can't get through right away.
Well, we have to do something. I mean, she...
Not so fast. Let's just wait till you're completely rehabilitated. Which can be fun, too.
Let me start my rehabilitation by giving you back your lovely necklace.
Thank you.
And your ankle bracelet.
I cannot take this another minute.
Oh my God, it's Myra.
This is who you've been scared of?
So you're Myra. Watch out, she's dangerous. Oh, I'm shaking.
You get that too? Yes.
I love you.
I love you too. Goodbye, pussycat. Fasten your seatbelt, slut puppy. This ain't gonna be no cakewalk.
Chips.
I never eat chips. I don't like them. They fall in my bra.
Well, honey, you've got to do it.
His sister lives in Boca Raton.
The nitty-gritty, why don't you all tell me a little bit about yourself?
Fine. I'm a teacher. I'm divorced.
I am a widow. No man would leave me unless he absolutely had to. I'm 41 years old. I'm 5'6". I weigh 108 pounds, and my hair is its natural hue.
Oh. Sure, Blanche. Yours?
Coffee, anyone?
That must be Stan.
I'll get it.
Oh, Blanche. Blanche, why do they do it? Why do men do it and think they can get away? Now, look, Ma, we have to talk about the money.
Don't worry, pussycat. Your sister and brother don't have to know anything about this.
Ma, I want you to promise that you'll send this money back to the government.
They're not good with money. They can't handle it. They spent $400 for a toilet seat.
Oh, Mario.
Oh, Rose, did you make enough for 3 of us?
Oh, yes, I did.
Oh, good. Well, I'll save yours for when you finish rotating my tires.
Yes.
Hi, my name is Sam Burns. I'm a friend of Blanche's.
Oh, yeah, come on in.
No, don't.
What would I do without her? I want her here with me all the rest of my life, and I want to be there with her, too. So here I am, and there's going to be some changes made, and I love you, and what the hell are you doing opening a door in New York City without saying who's there?
I wasn't gonna stay here, George. I missed you.
Anything special you girls feel like doing today?
Would it be asking too much to see a movie?
Oh, no. We can go see Oliver and Company or Roger Rabbit.
Or Tequila Sunrise? I hear Mel Gibson takes his shirt off a lot.
You know, Jackie, I think you and I are going to get along just fine.
Other couple re-entering the dance floor.
sold horseshoes to a Union soldier.
Yankee! Oh, no, I can explain.
Fie.
Traitor.
Oy vey.
Well, that was a close one. We now call...
Not really nuns.
We're actually gorgeous private citizens.
Now I'm confused.
Come to the kitchen. I'll fix you some breakfast and explain the whole thing.
Look, everybody, the storm's letting up. Oh, I'm gonna run right on over to Walter's.
Aren't you going to change?
That happens a lot with people when they retire. Maybe you should talk to them about it.
Maybe you're right.
Hey, everybody. I found the perfect guy to convert the garage. Follow me. Everybody, this is Vincenzo.
Ma, who is Vincenzo?
Relatives that get to come to visit.
I wonder who that could be.
I'm sure it's no one.
Hi, it's me, Stan.
See, what did I tell you? Stanley, what do you want?
I need to borrow a car.
No.
Doesn't anybody want to know why I need to borrow a car?
No.
Oh, fine. I know when I'm not wanted.
She put a curse on us.
And I'm the one that got put in the home?
I know it's unbelievable, but we fired her. She put a curse on us, so we had to hire her back. Now, if we can just keep her happy, maybe she'll leave us alone.
You really are afraid of her, aren't you?
Ma, it's unbelievable.
We are gathered here today to join this man and this woman in matrimony.
I just love weddings.
Oh, me too.
You think you'll ever get married again?
Oh, I don't know. I don't think so.
Me neither. How about you, Blanche?
Oh, absolutely. If the right man ever came along, of course he'd have to have the...
And eyes and a carrot nose and a cucumber mouth. Do you think we should give him some broccoli hair?
Why not add a gold chain? We'll call it Sammy Potato Jr.
I do not know how I let you two talk me into this thing. Those kids are going to break everything in this house.
Come on, Blanche, you are...
Hey, I got an idea. You know, I'm feeling a little frisky. Did you ever make love in the out of doors?
Miles, no. Well, just once. Charlie and I went to St. Olaf's most romantic outdoor trysting place. Oh, you're not gonna believe it. I just saw a cloud that looked exactly like a cotton ball.
My God, she is Henny Penny.
I beg your pardon?
Frank Nan, Rosen Island. Rose, my entire cast has been quarantined.
Oh, all right. I admit I'm guilty. But what's the big deal? We all had a good time. All of you who had a good time, put your hands back up. Ed, you damn liar, put your hand down. So what harm did I...
Photographs in an empty storefront that used to be Jack Kemp's campaign headquarters.
Rose, he's wearing a cape.
And a mask. He's wearing a cape and a mask. Wait a minute. Is this guy an insurance salesman named Marshall Herskovitz?
That's his car.
To a T.
Maybe I should have a mechanic check it out.
Oh, Rose, wake up and smell the coffee. An auto mechanic is the last person to take a car to. They only make money if they tell you there's something wrong with it.
Oh, that's a good point.
Boy, it looks like she's been around the block more times than a good humor man.
Hold my purse. Those are fighting words.
Stop it, all of you. What difference does it make that Lorraine's a little long in the tooth and Michael's a skinny white boy? Can't you see they love each other?
Said presentation is very important. Oh, whenever I saw you coming down the hall with that ceramic bowl and a paintbrush, I'd run and hide under my bed and cry. Then you'd rub some on my doll.
She's my family.
We're your family too, Dorothy. And you remember that. We might not be blood, but we're here.
Oh, God, I miss her already. So So there I was with no vet, and Petunia was about to give birth to her piglets.
European girls don't shave under their arms.
Is that true?
They just let it all hang out.
Really?
Bushy as can be.
Well, what do they look like in a strapless dress?
Like Milton Berle over there. Oh, there's nothing wrong with it. I mean, it's perfect.
Something stupid, or cooking something stupid.
Rose, what do you think of Blanche saying these things?
I think she's a Gurkhana knocking.
Well, what exactly does that mean?
Literally, it's the precise moment when Dog Dude turns white.
All right, Dorothy, now try this dressing and tell me what you think. It's called Creamy Zesty Italian, only has 1 calorie.
If you ran it under the faucet, it would have more flavor. Honey, beware of anyone who says no calories, absolutely no charge.
Like you've had too much wine. That's amore.
Oh, Ma, that's lovely.
What?
You're singing.
That was me? I was going to ask you to turn off the radio.
Ladies, I have very bad news. I must shorten my stay, Dorothy. In fact, I'm leaving.
For a minute, Rose, do you know what we need? An Elvis impersonator.
That sounds great, Blanche. I thought we'd get a new dishwasher first, but this could probably come in just as handy.
I mean for our next club meeting, Rose. Membership has been waning. Maybe this
died.
What?
Oh, no, Rose.
And the sheriff, I told him about me, how I kill men. And he didn't believe me. He said, let's see, sleep with me. I raised her better than that. I mean, except for a little white lie, but that doesn't really count.
Oh, yes, it does. A lie is a lie, which is a sin, which sends you straight to hell. Who told a lie?
Oh, who hasn't?
Me, I never lie.
Ma, how much did you lose at the dog track last week?
Stop! Whoa! Guido?
Money. You know, I always thought it was sad. I outlived my whole family. But I never knew it was going to be a punishment.
The hotel business started to slump. Hundreds of people got laid off. I went looking for work.
What kind of friend is that?
Well, you said you weren't my friend.
Well, what if I say I am your friend?
Well, then I'd have to do it. You'd be my friend.
Then we're friends.
You mean it?
Forever. Just don't forget to leave me alone.
Well, that's what friends are for.
See you, pal.
Thank you, Roger. You don't know what it means to me to hear you say that. What?
Well, my wife never remarried after the divorce, and I never stopped loving her, Rose.
I see.
Now, Rose, I have to give this a shot. I really think I can make things work.
Oh, I hope you can, Ernie.
I know this is sudden, but it's something I really need to try.
Well, I understand.
I want Leon off the team. Now, I don't care if he is 6'11" and weighs 300 pounds. The boy can't spell his own name unless he copies it off his jersey. Well, no, I'm not going to tell him. You tell him. You're the coach.
Dean Tucker.
Come in. Look, we'll talk about it later.
Are you okay?
Just a little nervous. I'm supposed to get married in exactly 20 minutes right here in this hotel.
Well, then what are you doing here? Cold feet?
Yeah, but not about him. See, he's got this ex-wife.
It doesn't belong. Just like that old dog Sandy we used to have. God, your father loved that dog.
Can you believe that? After I bared my heart and soul to that woman.
Oh, Dorothy, you hide things from her all the time.
Yeah, but she doesn't know that.
Here's J.C. Penney's, where everybody starts making fun of the fat lady underwear. What do you suppose it means?
That you spent too many years sleeping on curlers. Ma, you can't sleep either?
No, I'm sleeping so good I thought I'd come.
What about what you said last night?
If you had let me finish my thought, Colonel Gaddafi, you might have understood. I said I thought this kind of relationship was wrong for you.
Well, it's not.
Dorothy, I'm your mother. I know you. You're a loving and sensitive person. But this isn't going to be enough someday. You'll be...
Spill the beans, I'll give you my most prized possession.
Oh, no, Rose, I couldn't do that. I couldn't accept your favorite album, Hans Klebner Meyer Yodel's Beethoven. No, thank you anyway, Rose. Actually, I am going to tell you what I'm getting, Ma, because I need your help. Wait.
Yeah, come on, sweetheart. Oh, I know. Here we go. Okay, Cal, hit it. Isn't she incredible? What do you say, girls? Can she stay?
I guess so. All right.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, a person cannot open a letter anymore without being accosted by some vile, disgusting thing. I thought it was against the law to send filth like this through the mail.
Oh, no. What is it, Blanche?
A letter from the IRS.
But one day he came home early and he found Gretchen and Buddy in, how will I say it, a most indelicate situation.
What did he do?
Well, he yelled at them to stop, but they wouldn't, so he turned the hose on them.
He turned the hose on? And oh my God, Dorothy, there it is. The statue.
Oh, this is so exciting.
Oh, I just can't wait to hear that.
Part of all of us. Now, is there anything I can get you from the kitchen?
Just bread and water. Maybe I'll acquire a taste.
Cut off their right arm to sleep with me.
I agree with Dorothy. I don't think you'd even still be dating Fidel if another woman wasn't interested in him.
Girls, look, I know it seems strange, but I happen to have strong feelings for Fidel. I can't explain it. Some things in life defy explanation.
Yeah,
Not necessarily true, Daddy Lindstrom. For Rose, you see, one of your wedding guests is none other than famed psychic Jean Dixon.
Hello, Miss Dixon.
Please call me Jean. I know you want to.
To meet the bachelor who picked me, and it was the Pope.
Boy, that is a tough one. Where'd you go on the date?
Oh, forget it. Good night, Blanche. Rose, what are you doing out? I thought you were asleep.
I went out to get provisions. I figured we'd be up all...
Discoloration of the whites of her eyes?
Try this and tell me you're not in heaven.
Sophia, I can't, really.
One bite, for God's sake.
Isn't it a little rude for him to be eating while she's having a heart attack?
She's not having a heart attack.
That's good.
It word.
Terrible. They don't want a teacher. They just want a body to stand up there and look good so everyone can write off the trip as a business expense. Oh, and I had such high hopes for this job, too. Now I have no option but to quit.
Oh, Dorothy Zbornak, you hush yourself.
What?
Well, just because those people don't want to...
Boy, you will not live to be a paper man. Florida is having a drought. In the entire state, there is not enough water to make a cup of tea. He finds a puddle.
What are you doing? She's sleeping. Oh, I'm going to miss you very much.
Oh, I'm gonna miss you too, Mom.
Are you sure you won't let me drive you to the airport?
No, I'll be fine.
Dorothy, Sophia, thank you for having me.
Don't thank me, thank my grandson.
You mean go?
Yes.
Why didn't you say so? See you guys.
You know something?
What's that?
Oliver!
Sorry. What?
We were great with Jen.
We were.
We were a team.
That's what I want, George, for us to be a team.
What does that mean, Renee? We should get
I just hate violent movies.
It's like watching an autopsy.
Is this seat taken? Did I miss the part where it...
Strongly recommend.
Yes. I owe you a beer.
I'm gonna go make a few phone calls. I'd like to see some friends before we go back tomorrow.
Where are you going?
Back to school.
Flying?
Yeah.
You'd be safer hitching.
Oliver, don't start.
Hey, I'm a test pilot. Who knows better than I what goes on up there?
Oliver, I don't...
Me. See ya.
Ma, these are all checks from the government?
No, there's also an application for a gold card. Boy, word gets around fast.
I am so happy I finally got the chance to meet you.
I'm happy too. Rose.
I'd better be going now.
Well, all right, but before you do, I just want to thank you for a lovely evening.
Oh, I guess he bought dinner.
Sophia,
Don't mind me. The Best of Carson is coming on.
in here.
No, Blanche in Hollywood, but they pipe it through these little wires and it comes out of it.
Watching what this is doing to her.
I hate watching what it's doing to you.
I hate watching those FBI warnings at the beginning of video rentals.
Oh, hello, sir.
Takes so little to make her happy. Good night, Blanche.
Good night, honey.
Rose, good.
Hills. Charming homes. Yes. Full of idiots. Yes. What? I never saw anything like it. Must be the water. I grew up in St. Olaf, and most of my family still live.
Oh, hi, Rose. Out of the closet, I see.
Yeah, I'm back.
Look, I got a card from Ma.
Oh, Dorothy, read it out loud.
Dear Pussycat, I have everything I need, but it's hard to get a decent bikini waxed.
Oh.
Oh, I love Tony Bennett.
Oh, so do I. He was always so sweet to me.
Blanche, you dated Tony Bennett?
Honey, I did more than date him. He may have left his heart in San Francisco, but he left his shorts on my radiator.
Well, I admired more than anyone else in the world. My mother and my favorite aunt. And now the two of you are at each other's throats, and it's breaking my heart. I mean, so my mother kissed your husband at some stupid Christmas party. What does it matter now? You realize that this may be the last time you
Die for Clams Casino. What's your point?
I don't know.
I'm asking about Edna,
Edna?
your wife. Oh, hey. I'm sorry. I guess I just can't take a hit.
Obviously, the scale is broken.
I'm not surprised after that kind of punishment.
All right, Rose, you think you're so tiny? Why don't you get weighed?
Oh, I don't need to, Dorothy. I never gain weight.
Show us, Rose.
Well, okay, but I can promise you I weigh exactly the same as I did on my wedding day.
I'm wearing his medical alert bracelet.
When did this start?
Well, I have been allergic to penicillin ever since...
Not that. I mean, this sick relationship.
Por favor, let me explain. I still care for you deeply. I did not mean for this to happen. It just did. When I...
Not tonight, Salvador. I've been cooking all day. Look, you're all confused and upset about this house business. There's only one thing you can do.
Well, what is that, Sophia?
Take the advice of a wise old Sicilian.
You, Sophia?
No, Charlie Callis. Many years ago, my father...
You rude person!
Go easy on him, Rose.
Ladies, as long as we're stuck with each other, let me give you a piece of friendly advice. Buzz off.
Beat it.
Yeah, scram.
Oh, me too. I am exhausted.
Oh, I just don't think I'd have the energy to raise any more children. Although I am still in my childbearing years.
Sure, Blanche. You and Imogene Coca.
Oh, my God, they're back.
Oh, now I know how the...
Stunned. He didn't like any one of us.
Well, let's get out of here.
Oh, I'll meet you girls at the car. I forgot my purse.
Blanche.
Yes, Judas.
Let's go.
He's a half hour late.
He probably got caught in traffic.
Ladies, I'm on a tight schedule. This is Miami. I've got funerals backed up.
Petrillo? By the way, what happened to Mr. Weinstock?
We found out we weren't compatible. Thank God it was before we had kids.
All right, now that the Weinstock mystery is cleared up, I only have one more question to ask. What organizations do you belong to? We have to make sure none of them could be considered a threat to the...
I'd be able to enjoy it.
True. On the other hand, Beethoven was also deaf, so you'd be hearing the music the way he wrote it. Look at us. You haven't been out of the house in a week.
Gotta go.
Wait a minute. Where are you going? I thought you were staying till the end of the week.
Well, I just got a call for a gig in New Orleans, and this time I don't have to wear a tie.
Good luck to you, sweetheart. And you call me when you get there.
I will.
Old age can play a lot of cruel jokes. Now, come on. The good people in that town saved and sacrificed so that Peter and Mattie could have 1 weekend of fun before his operation.
He looks fine.
Oh, tell him that. Look, call me crazy. I don't see anything wrong with...
Fault. We behaved like a bunch of teenage groupies.
The first good-looking, sexy, debonair, charming man that rolls into town. We got on him quicker than mustard on a tie at a county fair.
No, it's hard to stay mad at the guy.
Trouble.
By sunrise tomorrow, we'll be south of the border. Sparkling skies above us. Tropical breezes blowing across our bodies. Sophia, you with me?
No.
Sophia, I'm disappointed.
This has to be some kind of mistake.
Don't panic. There's just a possibility. This is a precaution.
What do I do?
We just call up the hospital and make an appointment. Everything will be fine.
You think so?
Why, I'm sure of it. Now, let's plan Dorothy's fundraiser. Hey, I know what would be fun.
Blanche, we're going to try to raise all the money.
Pleasure to my life.
Where would they read that will, Blanche? The Astrodome?
Or maybe I just do something like, to my sister Virginia, I hereby bequeath my diamond brooch, my collection of Wedgwood china, and all my stock in AT&T.
You have stock in AT&T?
I don't have any.
As simple as the sensitive stroking of someone's hair to the delicate caress of one's cheek, all leading up to one warm, long, beautiful... Anyway, that's what romance means to me.
I detect a little sibling rivalry.
Oh, I don't know. I guess I've just always had the feeling that my parents liked Gloria better than they liked me.
Oh, I know for a fact my parents liked my sisters better than they did me.
Oh, Blanche, that's silly. How could you know a thing like that?
They told me.
Oh, Blanche, I can't believe it.
The ocean.
Oh, gosh, I haven't frolicked since the day I dropped my mother off at Shady Pines. Coincidentally, that was the last time I did a cartwheel. It was a good day.
Of course, we could.
And last but not least is a grandmother of 6, Sophia Petrollo. Sophia, it says here that you and Dorothy are mother and daughter.
No, Guy. Rose is my daughter now. And you, Dorothy, are the biggest disappointment to hit the streets since the AMC Pacer.
The kids from burning the school down before the other teacher gets back.
Now, normally you'd be right, but this class knows that I'm filling in for the whole semester. And I must say, it's really nice having the same class every day and watching them grow and learn. And of course, they're not trying any of that usual substitute shenanigans.
Is an island, and I know you feel like a
Well,
family.
I am family. I'm her long-lost Swedish mother.
You're her Swedish mother.
Yeah. You bet you're sure. Oh, come on, let me in.
I'm afraid not.
Here, let me try, Sophie. Nurse, we're clean at home. I said, well, you won't find any crumbs in her bed. You won't find anything in her bed.
Dorothy, how did this happen? I feel so terrible.
Oh, it's not your fault.
Oh, thank you.
I'm proud of you, Angelo. You didn't school Swedish machine.
I understand, Sven. Go on. Go on.
I'm coming, Olga. Oh, Cousin Rose, thank you. Oh, thank you all. Huh? Oh, wait, what about my clothes?
They're ugly. Any other questions?
You don't have to turn on hot. I guess I just feel a little silly right now. Could I have transferred my love for the Beatles to this one man who plays a Beatle? Could I have been so shallow as to have fallen in love with the persona and not the person? Oh.
I am chilled to the bone. I've never seen it be this cold in Miami.
You know, I think that storm is getting worse.
I disagree. I think the storm was at its worst.